Hello students, today I am going to start a new chapter which is tissues. In this chapter we will discuss about tissues as a team of workers, how they help plants to plant or animal cells to survive or any organism to survive. What is their role in the in an organism? So this as a worker, how they are working as a worker for the organism, their support, their role, we'll discuss. And then in the chapter we'll discuss about the stone cells. Now stone cells in the living part where they are present. So this for this you have to watch that how where what are the areas where stone cells are present, why the cells some of the cells are termed as dead, and how we can say that these are dead, or what is the role played by the dead tissues or dead cells. So this dead in this chapter we'll discuss about all the terms, all the factors which is responsible, since it is about the plant tissue only. This video is all about plant tissue. So in this chapter we'll discuss about what is the role of all these tissues in the transportation of water, food material, role played by all these tissues to help a plant as a team of workers, or as a supportive members. So let's start with the topic plant tissue. Plant tissues are of two types: meristematic tissues and permanent tissue. Meristematic tissue, meristem means the area, growing area, or the cells. In the meristematic tissue they are the cells which are dividing cells which have the capability to divide. When they are dividing, so they help the plants to grow in size, to grow in girth. So all the factors which is responsible for the growth of the plant is by meristematic tissue. So meristematic tissue is a tissue which have the ability to divide or the divide. So where they are present, when they are having the ability to divide, they are present in the growing areas. Growing areas means shoot tip, root tip, or in the axillary buds. So all these areas where there is increase in length or girth, so that is the meristematic tissue is responsible for the increase in length and girth. That areas, and based on this they are divided into three types: apical meristem, lateral meristem, and intercalary meristem. Now the location where they are present. Apical meristems are present at the tip of the plant, whether it is root tip or shoot tip. So apex or the tip of root or shoot. Then lateral meristems are responsible for the increase in girth. They are present near the sides. So this, they are helpful in the increase in girth present on the lateral sides, lateral portions. Then intercalary are present in the nodal regions. In the sugarcane you must have seen this type of nodes present. So this area here, the elongation of cell, the division of cell in this area is by intercalary meristem. All these cells, dividing cells, apical meristem at the apex, lateral meristem at the lateral position, sidewise increase in the girth, intercalary meristem present at the nodes. For the for the increase in length in the nodal at the nodes. Then next is permanent tissue. Permanent tissue is permanent tissue if when a meristematic tissue stops dividing, that after that it forms permanent tissue. Permanent tissue, it means it is having a specific function to do. That when they perform a specific function in a plant, then they are considered as permanent. Permanent tissue is of three types: protective tissue, supportive tissue, conductive tissue. First is protective, which is protective tissue is the epidermal tissue. Epidermal tissue is the tissue which forms the outer covering. Outer covering, it requires toughness, it requires stiffness, rigidity. So when there is requirement of rough or the protective, a hard protective layer, so the cell walls, it is having thick cell wall. Thick cell wall, or the cells of these epidermal layers, they secrete certain substances like waxy coating secreted by leaves and bark. Waxy coating, it prevents the water to stagnating water in case of aquatic plants, or this waxy coating even prevents the loss of water by transpiration. So this waxy coating is secreted by the thick cell walled epidermal layer. Epidermal layer, protective layer, main function is protection of the tissues, protection of the plant, leaves, stem or roots. All the outer areas are the epidermal tissues. Next to this is supportive. Supportive tissue is of three types: parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. Parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma are also considered as simple tissues. Simple tissue. And their function. Parenchyma, the role of parenchyma is to support the plant, and the basic or the most important function of parenchyma is to store food. So when the function is storage, they are having, parenchymatous cells are having large vacuole. Parenchyma, thin walled cells, thin cell wall, large vacuole. So when they are having thin cell wall and basic function is storage with large vacuole, they are present in the soft tissues or soft areas, which is cortex and pith. Cortex and pith region, where the function is basically storage of food and support. Next to this is Next to this is collenchyma. Before this, one more term I have to explain, that is, in parenchymatous cells, if chloroplast is present, then the term used is chlorenchyma. If air spaces are present, or the condition when air spaces are present, they are termed as aerenchyma. So these two terms, parenchymatous cells, functioning is same, storage, chloroplast is present, chlorenchyma, air space is present, aerenchyma. Next is collenchyma. Collenchymatous cells or tissues are having elongated cells. And the special feature is thickened at the corners. Thickened at the corners. This thickening or that the thickness around the corners is by deposition of lignin. This lignin deposition gives support to the cell, stiffness to the cell, rigidity to the cells. So they are present in the areas which is leaf stalk or stalk of leaf under the epidermis of stem. So basic function is helps in transportation and support, which is the main function. Then the next term is sclerenchyma. Sclerenchyma is a dead cell, is made up of dead cells. These tissues are dead. Now dead word is dead. Dead means then when they are dead, how they are performing a function. Dead in this sense is when they are having no nucleus or nucleus is absent, then they are considered as dead. Nucleus, they are not doing, they are not getting divided, the nuclear division is not there, the control by nucleus is not there, but the main role, they are in the supportive role, they are giving the strength or mechanical strength to the plant, but the nuclear function of nucleus is not there, that's why it is considered as dead cells. Nucleus absent, these cells are elongated. Deposition of lignin. Vacuoles almost absent. Vacuoles almost absent. Because there is no space, the lignin deposition fills the whole space, and vacuoles are almost absent in this. So when they are dead cells, they are stiff cells, they are rigid cells. They are present in the areas where mechanical strength is required, or basically the fibers like linen and hemp, which is used to make rope, mats, certain textiles. They are made up of sclerenchymatous cells. Then the shells of walnut. Then gritty mass in the pulp and skin of pear. That gritty mass in the pulp and skin of pear is because of sclerenchymatous cells. So all these tissues, but in the case when in the shells of walnut, in the gritty mass, the word used for these sclerenchymatous cells is they are stone cells. Now this is an important term. If someone asks stone cells in plant tissue, where they are present? Stone cells, gritty mass, the sclerenchymatous cells in the shell of walnut, in the pear, in the gritty mass, in the skin and pulp of pear. These are stone cells. This one, just put a star mark on this point, stone cells. Next is sclerenchymatous tissue, where in which area in a plant it is present. In a plant they are present in the stem and veins of leaves. So these are the areas where sclerenchymatous tissue, dead tissue, because parenchyma and collenchyma are living cells, while Sclerenchyma is a dead cell. So this is very important to mark, dead cell. The only cell, it may be asked, name the only simple cell, tissue which is dead. So that is sclerenchymatous tissue. Next to this is conductive tissue. Conductive tissue is xylem and phloem, which is termed as vascular tissues also. Xylem and phloem. Xylem and phloem are termed as vascular tissue or conductive tissue or complex tissues. Now the word complex, why they are called complex tissue? Before this, the parenchymatous cells, they are this tissue, in the tissue, they are a team of workers. They are working together. As a definition of tissue, we all know the definition that group of cells performing a specific function. Group of cells working as a teammate to do a job. So that when they are doing a job, when the cells are of similar shape and size, then they are simple tissue. When different kinds of cells combine together, once again I am saying xylem and phloem are considered as complex tissue because different kinds of cells combine together to perform a specific function. When different kinds of cells combine together to perform specific function, they are termed as complex tissue. And first is xylem. Xylem tissue is made up of tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma, xylem fiber. Now this, in this chart only phloem is there, so I am rubbing this one also. Xylem tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma, xylem fiber. Now the question arises, we all know the function of xylem is transportation of water. Transportation of water is unidirectional, bidirectional. It is transported, all the four tissues are functioning, are doing the role of conduction, or they are just for support. So in this tracheids, xylem is for transportation of water, which is unidirectional. Unidirectional means one way. Always from root to shoot, not back. So root to shoot, unidirectional movement of water by the xylem tissue. Xylem, the role of all four is only the tracheids and vessels are involved in the function of transportation, while other two are the supportive ones. Tracheids, these are long tubular cells, elongated cells, thick walled, containing less cellular content. Thick walled vessels are also lignified cell with lignified. Both are having lignified cell wall, and perform the function of conduction of water from root to shoot. Xylem parenchyma is for storage of food, while xylem fiber is for mechanical support to the tissue. Next to this is phloem. Phloem is made up of four different types of tissue. First is the sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem parenchyma, phloem fiber. Sieve tubes, elongated tubes with perforated transverse wall. Perforated transverse wall. Main role is conduction of food from leaves to other parts or other organs. Companion cells supporting the sieve tubes. Support sieve tube. Phloem parenchyma, storage of starch, fat and organic substances. Phloem fiber. Phloem fiber, again mechanical strength. Here the parenchymatous cells, companion cells and phloem parenchyma, both are living cells. Phloem fiber is dead cell. Here sieve tube also dead cell. Fibers are made up of sclerenchymatous cells, which we have discussed earlier. So the sclerenchymatous cells are dead cells and they are for mechanical strength. This is all about the plant tissues. In the next video, we will discuss about the animal tissues, types of animal tissues, their function and role in plants. Thank you.